Hello and welcome to Todd Rolls Dice, where we are getting even more Wave 3 previews from Mantic. This is Halo Flashpoint, bringing the garrison to life. Well, I'm recording this about 2 hours after I dropped a video where I was talking about the new Banished scenery and stuff. Ties in quite well, a little bit annoying. It would have been nice if we'd have had this article a bit sooner, or I'd have made my video later, you know, there is that as well. But you're getting 2 videos. So take from that what you will. But let's get into this one, because hopefully this is going to shed some light on the design philosophy, how Mantic are looking at doing this stuff in the future. That's really what I'm interested in, is what this points to. This one is coming straight from Dan. With Halo Flashpoint's second faction decided as the Banished, from well before our initial announcement of the game, we always knew they were going to really make their presence felt once brutes entered the fray. From launch, the full-colour, easy assembly UNSC buildings from the starter set had also been extremely well received. Battling with the Banished among and through their own structures felt like an obvious and exciting next step for the terrain range, so the process begun. Terrain range, I like the sound of that. Today, we're going to take a look at a little of what goes into bringing a new location to life on the tabletop. Enjoy! I'm sure I will. Design inspiration, straight from the screen. The UNSC outposts were initially based off the architecture of Livefire, were naturally very boxy in shape, which made them a perfect and natural fit for the grid that Halo Flashpoint is played on. Banished outposts are a little different from that though. Corners are cut off from certain structures, there are ramps, and objects jut out at unusual angles. Here's some shots from Halo Infinite. You'll see these kinds of formations in the prefabricated military installations the Banished deploy onto target worlds. In Halo Infinite, there are fortified locations such as the Horn of Ablution or the Forge of Tesh. In order to get some of the more precise reference images we needed for our graphic designer, a hands-on recce was required. We've had great support from the team at Halo Studios, that's always nice to hear as well. Though a fast and fun way to check specific angle/tiny details outside of these assets was simply visiting Banished outposts in the game, avoiding getting shot to bits by brutes when finding an example of the precise feature we wanted for a screenshot. Yeah, the Xbox controller has a handy button for screenshots, you know. Testing, early mockups. I think I love seeing this stuff and how open they are about obviously this is a puff piece for Wave 3, but how open they are and interested in doing this. And I love the mug. We're just getting started with the Needler. Nice. Next up, the studio set to work playing around with lots of shapes. They need to be distinct, yet still fit the grid pattern that serves as the basis for shooting and moving in Halo Flashpoint. Lots of different things get tried, and they eventually start to hone choices down to shapes that really capture the feel of what we're after. There's a lot of work involved in working out how to make these easy to assemble and to go together smoothly with a kind of high detail, thick punch card you've already seen in Halo Flashpoint. At this stage, we also, of course, get some minis on the table. We're already considering cover, line of sight and more, quite possibly with sound effects. If you don't have the Halo soundtrack playing in the background and making noises, I don't know if you're doing it right. Printing samples and experimenting. Then our selected shapes and pieces go across to our graphic designer, along with our reference shots and a bunch of fantastic assets from the Halo Studios team, all to help really nail the look and feel of the location. Once that artwork has been done, we print everything onto MDF as the appropriate thickness to test everything out. This is also another chance to check that we definitely can get all of the pieces we need into punch boards that will fit in the final box size/footprint, see below. You'll notice a common theme here. The team checks stuff, and then they check it again and again. Refreshing to hear, isn't it? The stuff gets checked. So it looks like we've got our 4 punch card boards there that's going to come in the box. Eventually print samples come back from the factory to look over. These are very exciting because it's when the set becomes real with the correct materials and feel. Oh, I wish we could click on them and zoom in. So this is the cardboard that comes with the game, the gaming mat. You can also buy the neoprene gaming mat that will be coming in September, which we talked about in the last video. But this is what you get in the box. So there's the terrain, and then this is the mat. All of this is included in that Rise of the Banished box. It looks really good. It looks so Banished. I really like it. We'll test build those as well, checking them again, and if they make the grade, then they're ready to go into full production for the awesome and fast-flowing Halo Flashpoint community all around the world. The final set and notes from the team. And here we are, a Banished Garrison in all its glory, in wonderful full colour easy assembly card punchboard. Now that you've had a sneak peek into the process leading up to this point, a couple of cool features for you from the studio team. Number 1, the Banished Garrison includes our first building with a visible interior, and our artist had some fun with the lighting print / effects on this one. You can just see it in the picture below on the right hand side. Yeah, this one here, I pointed that out yesterday I think. It just looks like something out of the game. Absolutely incredible. 2, the board that comes with the Rise of the Banished, which complements this set, is inspired by the interior from the warship Barkon, which you fight through in the beginning of Halo Infinite. Want your Banished structures to look more outdoor? Just add them to one of the existing mats, such as the Field Outpost gaming mat, maybe where the Banished have overrun a former UNSC position. Always possible, you do see Banished camps popping up all over the place. And finally 3, this set includes buildings that provide cover elements into side adjacent cubes or provide platforms that overhang the neighbouring cube. All of this adds extra detail and visual interest, especially when you add in the ramps, barriers and scatter crate elements found in this set. There is also plastic scatter terrain coming that you can further enhance if you want to. We talked on that in the last video. I just love this. It feels and looks very different to the UNSC stuff, but it is still absolutely Halo. Maybe not every wave, maybe not every couple of waves. I think we've just, because this is the start of the game, we're just getting quite a few of these things in early. But down the line, I do hope that we get a Covenant-inspired series of terrain features and stuff, and game mats, and maybe we can get into a bit more of the Forerunner. We've got UNSC, we've got Banished. Covenant would be a nice win. Forerunner stuff, so it really feels like you're on a Halo ring. That would be cool as well. I love to see this stuff as this game grows. This is really exciting. Where to get the Banished Garrison first? You guessed it, it's included within the huge faction set Rise of the Banished. Find your copy here, all ready for when it ships in the second half of July, and Halo Flashpoint steps into a brutal and brave new world. So we've touched on the price changes and things for the US market, tariffs, we've talked about all of this, we've talked about this box, I'm not going to go over it all again. I can't wait, I'm excited. This is really cool, I love how open they are with this, and it's really interesting seeing a company talk to their community and how they do this stuff. But the fact that they're able to just give you a peek behind the curtain and say, hey, we've made this amazing cool thing, we want to tell you about it, this is how we designed it. I love stuff like this, and I love how open, I say all the time, but I love how open Mantic are. And it's nice to see mock-up shots. I just think everybody's excited about this game. I think this game is doing really well for Mantic. I think the community is excellent. Yeah, this is the stuff that we talked about. The Garrison scenery, the deluxe gaming mat. I will, of course, be picking this stuff up because I have to. I'm a Halo fan. I'll buy just about anything with Halo on it. Just about. There are limits. But I think this is really cool. It's a brilliant game. I love where they're going with their releases. This is Wave 3, so it's still incredibly early on. I cannot wait to see what's coming for the future. Let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.